Right, so hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos today. Today we're going to be doing a different sort of video. We're going to be doing a more tutorial video, which I haven't done for a long time. I'm pretty sure I made a couple of tutorial videos back in 2015 and 2016. I could not remember fully. But today we're going to be making a mudguard for my bike, front and back. And yeah, I know that sounds a bit weird, making a mudguard for my bike, like what? So I'm going to run you through the process of making this mudguard right now, and the template for it will be in the description, and let's begin with this tutorial. Right, so now we are in Adobe Illustrator. This is the program of choice that I use, and this is my mudguard that I've got at the moment. We've got on the left side, we've got my front mudguard, these two eyes on here. I thought they looked pretty cool, so I put them on. This white bit actually does stick underneath this bit over here, and it goes bigger here because I don't have a A3 printer. I only have an A4 printer, so they only fit on one piece of paper. This is the rear mudguard here, and all of this will be to download in the description, as I just said. I also have this is what it will be in the description if you want to have the template, and I'll also have one like this for my mudguard. So I've already printed off one of these plain ones, and I've already printed off a plain rear mudguard. So I'll get back to you when we've got all the equipment up here and ready to make these mudguards. So now we've got all the pieces, now I'm going to assemble it. So here we have the eyes. I stupidly did this, and that's basically a rear one there on the back of this one, but I've got the rear one here without any design on it. This is what you'll put in it off, and then you have to add 4 holes on each side for sizability. And with this you can so basically, to start off with, once you've done everything, what you're going to do is you're just going to get some glue. I've just got this ultra stick glue, non-toxic glue, and I'm just going to put a nice big layer of it here. And I'm going to stick this piece on. Remember, with glue you can always still manoeuvre it a bit once it's stuck down. So as you can see, I've got a bit of white there, so that always happens with the templates because it's never ever perfect. Just cut that piece of white off here, like that. And now we've got our full template, which will finally go on the bike like that, underneath the forks like that. So that looks pretty nice. The back one, just simply just cut it out and that's it. So what you next need to do is you need to grab yourself a laminator. So we've got some laminate sheets here that we're just gonna pop all of our pieces in here, and we're just gonna right up to the edge at the back there. So there's our rear mudguard, and here is our front mudguard. You might be thinking, oh Ellis, it's not going to fit now, is it? Because it's going to go over the edges like that. Well, if we just turn it a couple of degrees to one way, it fits perfectly. And you're probably thinking, oh Ellis, why couldn't you do that here? Because Adobe has a certain line around it, which it wouldn't. It's got a margin around it. I know you can't see my face, but that's what we're going to do. So we got the laminator here, so we're just going to put the laminator in frame right here, and we're going to feed the sealed edge in first. So in the sealed edge goes. So we're just going to do a quick time lapse of this going through. So here is our first one. It's done here. It's in the laminate, and the top tip with this now is, went off then. Oops. Top tip with this now is you don't want to cut right up against it, or it will not seal properly. So we just want to leave like at least half a centimetre around the edge like this. So I'm going to cut it just dead quit. This doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't want it to be perfect, you just want to leave a decent amount, not like that, because that's just stupid. You want to leave a decent amount of excess around the edge of your mudguard. So there we go. So we've left a little bit just around the edge there, if you can just see that bit there. So now that will be our rear mudguard, which will go around the rear wheel like that. So the next thing you need to do is you just need to poke 2 little holes in here. I'll have to go get my X-Acto knife to do that, but first of all, we've just got our... This is finished. It always goes weird on the end for some weird reason. Always like still hot inside. Like that cool. So I'm just going to do a quick time to be cutting this one out. There's our front mudguard cut out now, so that'll just bend around the forks like that, and that'll look really, really cool. Once it's finished, I'm just going to go downstairs and grab my X-Acto knife to cut out these things. 2 seconds. Right, so I'm back. Instead of using an X-Acto knife, I thought of a different method that people can use at home if they don't have an X-Acto knife. Got a hole puncher, so what we're going to do is we're going to feed each corner of here into the hole puncher, and we're going to punch a hole, punch another hole, and then punch another hole to the side of that one, like that, and like that. So we've got some holes that we can thread our things around there on that one. Exactly the same on this one. Sometimes they'll be a bit off, but all of this will be hidden behind the frame. So as you can see, I didn't get them perfect on every corner because I was just going a bit quick, just for video purposes, but you can spend more time on this if you want. So I'm going to go down to the garage now and see where my bike is. Guys, we're next to my Butte, my Carrera Vulcan. I love this bike. So as we can already see, we've got my mudguard fitted already on the bike, but this is the one that I fitted before, so it's exactly the same as this one. And all you have to do is, it's quite simple to fit it. So what you have to do is you have to wrap this around. I'm basically just going to do this underneath it, if you get me. So you have to put it on like that, like so. Then you have to get some zip ties and zip tie. So each one of these go around the fork, so you have to zip tie, put a zip tie through one of the holes and another through the holes. And what you've got to do is you've got to zip tie it around that fork right there. Do exactly the same for the other side, right here. And these 2 holes here and here, them 2 holes, they both go on this top bit here. As we can see, we've got 2 zip ties on this top bit, so that's what they're for. Now we're going to whiz around to the back of my bike. So as we can see, we've got my coloured template, which you can download as well. Oh, God. As we can see, we've got my coloured template on the back of the bike. You can also download the coloured one, but I just thought this colour does go with here. And we've got the grey, which goes with the grey on here. So all you have to do is you'll do it underneath again. You have to plop it into your little bit. You have to find a bit where it's not touching the wheel. And then you have to just wrap zip ties around this bit here, here and here. You can around here and here, and on the other side as well. You can also poke a hole there and a hole there, so then you can wrap it around this little bit here. If you can just see on the bike, there's a little bit just right there, that little bit right there. You can also wrap it around that bit right there. So that's another thing that you can do. So that basically concludes the video on my bike. My cheap, literally you can do this on a really, really cheap budget. You can go into, I'm pretty sure, libraries or any office building, or even your school. You might be able to use a laminator there, so just print these templates off. You can design them in Paint if you're on Microsoft, or anything. If you've got Adobe Illustrator like I have, or Photoshop or anything, you can design it like that. Print them off, take it to school, laminate it, whatever you want to do, or buy a laminator if you really, really want to. And then get some zip ties, which are like, what, get them off. I got a pack of 100 little thin zip ties from Taiwan. It took like 3 weeks to get here. That's when I was on a really thin budget for like 80p. So it's ridiculous how cheap you can get them. You can go to your local Wickes or your local B&Q and you can get them as cheap there, maybe £5 for a pack of 100, but you can get them there and then, which you're basically just paying the weight there. So thanks for watching this video. You'll have these two things. You'll have one with your pattern on, and here in a PNG and a Adobe Illustrator file, so you can muck around with it. And you'll have this with the pattern, you can have this with the stripe on it as well, in PNG and an Adobe Illustrator file. Then we'll just have a plain one of these and a plain one of these in a PNG and Adobe Illustrator file for you to do whatever you want with them, so you can import the PNG into a Microsoft Word document or a Paint document. So I'll see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.